Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to this presentation of WPIAL Class 3A Section 3 Boys Varsity Volleyball, featuring the visiting Greater Latrobe Wildcats and the host Riverhawks here on High Top Sports Network. My name is Josh Schreckengast. This evening's game is presentated. I'm the presentator, right? This evening's match is presented by TGIF Solutions and Shellhammer Atwood and Associates, a member of TGIF Solutions. Insurance that's right for you now and in the future. And before we get this one underway and I give you a little background on these two teams, I believe we are going to break for starting lineups and the national anthem. And before Jake Canish gets it queued up, I will tell you one thing: the Riverhawks are shorthanded tonight. Michael Wagaman and Jonathan Yancey both not in uniform because they are participating in the JV Hockey Championship that the Riverhawks are playing in late this evening. And we will be right back after the national anthem. And while Jake Canish, the public address announcer here at Armstrong, delivers the sportsmanship message before the starting lineups, I'll give you a little background on the seasons of these two teams coming into this one. This is probably the most important game of the season for the Riverhawks, according to Armstrong head coach Greg Hedgelin. The Riverhawks are 2-6 on the year, but 2-4 in section, currently in fifth place in the standings. And the Greater Latrobe Wildcats actually had a COVID-related shutdown, so they have only played 3 matches so far this season, currently 1-2 and behind Armstrong in the standings due to their losses to Central Catholic and Penn Trafford, so the top 2 teams in the section. So right now, if the Riverhawks can take care of Greater Latrobe today, they are in a good spot to get that last playoff berth, the 4th place in the section. But it's going to be tough, as you can see. You can kind of see, can't see the very bottom corners, but the Riverhawks only have 8 players in uniform tonight. As I mentioned, Michael Wagaman and Jonathan Yancey both participating in the JV Hockey Championship for the Riverhawks tonight at Ice Castle in Castle Shannon. And so a shorthanded team coming in here. As you can see, Greater Latrobe has 18 players in uniform. And in the JV match, the Wildcats took care of business, easily defeating the Hawks in 2 sets. So I spoke with Coach Hedgelin a little bit before the game, and he said, we've got our work cut out for us tonight. We're kind of behind the 8 ball, being down a couple of players who get regular rotation, most especially Jonathan Yancey, the junior defensive specialist. Also, Wagaman, a middle blocker. He's tall and gets in the middle, and he'll find his way into the rotation as well. So, Riverhawks without those two players. So we will see what Armstrong has in store tonight. And sometimes you can kind of tell, what the JV will give you a little bit of an insight into what will happen in the varsity match. But I don't know if you could honestly say that. Latrobe had their own separate JV team, and now they have 18 guys in uniform for the varsity game. A couple of them JV guys, but, it was interesting to see just the disparity in the amount of bodies on each sideline. Coach Hedgeland giving his team a little pump-up talk here. If I was Coach Hedge, I would be telling them, listen, you got to go out and play your guts out tonight. And that's one thing that we've seen out of these Riverhawks. They have been resilient in their victories, fighting back. And one other thing I wanted to note, several National Honor Society scholars here for the Riverhawks. Carter Kioski, the team captain, Josh Hiles, as well as senior Camden Buhite. If you checked out High Top Sports Network last night, we streamed the Armstrong National Honor Society induction ceremony. So got some brains on this Riverhawks team, as well as some guts. And they're going to need it all tonight here, I think, against the Wildcats. So Kioski starts it off with a serve. First kill attempt hammered into the court there by number 14. And you'll have to excuse me, this roster is not in any kind of order. That was Franklin Newell, senior outside hitter. And the roster I have, obviously, so many guys, so many bodies, I had to shrink it to get it on one sheet of paper. So you might have to give me a second when it comes to identifying the Greater Latrobe players. At the service line will be number 32. Again, tough for me to find it, but there is a kill by Camden Buhite, and that ties it up at 1 apiece. And I don't see a number 32 on the roster here, so that's problematic because he played in the JV match and out there right now. And there is a kill from number 10. And that was Tyler Ryan with that kill to make it 2-1. And coming to the service line is number 19, Antonio Cantor. And he will serve here for the Wildcats. Gets it across to Kioski. And right at the net, number 14, Franklin Newell again. Nothing really Kioski could do with that one, just right above the net there. He had his back turned to the net, getting ready to receive the pass, but too long for Dylan Toy. And that one blocked at the net. That was Rosenberger with the try. Oh, good rally here by Latrobe to keep it alive. Buhite going to get a chance off the block. And that one is going to go off Feliciano and will be a kill for number 1, Dante Frescura. So 19, Antonio Cantor still at the line here, 4-1 in favor of the Wildcats. Buhite to Toy, back to Buhite, and that one's going to sail long. So already, Greater Latrobe with a 4-point advantage early in this first set. Served by Cantor. That's Feliciano. Nobody there to help him. Toy was coming back to try. Hiles out of position a little bit right there. Couldn't get back to it. So another point for the Wildcats. 6-1 here early. Buhite returns Cantor's serve. Toy trying to set up Hiles and too short into the net on the Armstrong attack. Cantor serves. Buhite in the back row. Toy over to Hiles. He just taps it across there. And off the net, that should be 4 hits, and it is. The attack by William Burkhard, number 12, coming up short right there. So the Riverhawks get a point, and that will send Buhite to the line. Buhite, good serve. And just played from the back row by number 32. Again, don't have a number for him on the roster, so apologies. And that point is going to be in favor of the Wildcats. I think they're going to say Feliciano hit it on the opposite side of the antenna there on the net. That is how the official in the perch will judge out of bounds. So 8-2 here, and serving will be number 14. Franklin Newell. Feliciano able to play it across. And a lefty tip right there by number 20. Riverhawks play it back. That was Rosenberger. Here's 20 again. Buhite. Good save by Toy, but Buhite's attack comes up short there. So another point for the Wildcats. Number 20 for Greater Latrobe there involved on that rally. His name is Enzo Rodai. Junior outside hitter. Kioski in the back row, ahead to Toy, and blocked down. Rosenberger gets blocked by Rodai. And the serve incoming by Newell. And Hiles blocked right there. That was William Burkhard. So the defensive presence here in the net front for the Wildcats, leading to a couple of blocks, 4 points, and the Riverhawks down 9 now. It's going to be tough sledding for Armstrong to fight back from this. Newell serve, Kioski to Toy. He's going to set up Feliciano and again block back, but too hard right there, out of bounds. That one came off of the hands of Burkhard. And it was a good block. That's a good kill attempt by Feliciano, put enough power on it. And that serve comes up short by Rosenberger, so 12-3 now. And a substitution right here for Latrobe head coach Drew Fasevsky. Number 1 coming in, Dante Frescura, the libero. And Feliciano gets it across, dive by Frescura. And a kill right there by number 17. That's Michael Brackney. So the Wildcats in control of this first set, up 10 now. Frescura. Lefty serve. Kioski ahead to Toy. Going to set up Feliciano. Back row. And at the net, Feliciano there. And able to put it down on the Wildcats side of the court. So Riverhawks back down now single digits. Hiles will come up to serve here for the Riverhawks. And Riverhawks captain sends it into the net short on that serve. So point 2, Greater Latrobe. I believe that's number 10 at the service line. Tyler Ryan, the Wildcat setter, sends it across. Buhite back row ahead to Toy. Here's Feliciano. Didn't get all of that one. Dug out in the back row. Frescura sends it across. And that's going to be a kill right there for Jackson Claypool. And they're going to need him to be strong in the middle if Armstrong is to have a shot in this one. Feliciano serves. Ooh, stepped on the line right there. No call. And a kill coming there from Michael Brackney. Feliciano, I think, might have gotten away with one and looked like a toe on the line while he was serving. And into the game to serve right now. There's Buhite, and Hiles played that one. Might have let that one go. There's Claypool into the middle. Dug out. Buhite again, going to get a chance and sends that one long. Hiles might have played a ball that could have possibly landed out of bounds over there on the far sideline and gives it back here to number 2. I don't have him on this roster, and you know, this is kind of the burden you live with if you're going to do this for a living. I went on to the Greater Latrobe, actually the school website, and they had a roster that was on there posted as of today, and number 2 possibly wearing a different number than what he had on the roster, but I don't have him here. So Kioski serves here for the Riverhawks, down 11. Toy setting up Rosenberger, but blocked right there in the middle. Right at the net was Brackney, the middle blocker, senior for these Wildcats. Well, Jake Canish had a name there. I don't know if it was Tyler something, but there are a couple of Tylers on this team, 3 in fact. So, and Buhite long again. And we will get a timeout here by Armstrong head coach Greg Hedgeland. So while we have a moment, let's hear from our official broadcast sponsor tonight, Shellhammer Atwood and Associates, a member of TGIF Solutions.
Tired of waiting around for your insurance company to get back to you after a claim? Avoid the trouble and place a face to the name of all your insurance needs. Shellhammer Atwood and Associates, a member of TGIF Solutions, provides a wide range of services and can promptly provide the service you expect when you need it most. The team at Shellhammer Atwood and Associates has expertise in all lines, including home, auto, life, business, and farm insurance. Stop in at Shellhammer Atwood and Associates, located at 331 Arthur Street in West Katanning, for a quote today.
And welcome back to High Top Sports Network. My name is Josh Schreckengoss. Thanks so much for joining me tonight for this WPIAL Class 3A Section 3 boys varsity volleyball matchup. Riverhawks down to the Greater Latrobe Wildcats by a score of 19-6 here in this first set. Going to be some heavy lifting if Armstrong wants to get out of this hole. And served across here. That's Feliciano in the back row. Toy setting up Buhite, and he's out of bounds again. 3 straight kill attempts for Camden Buhite have gone out of bounds. And now Latrobe just 5 points away from taking this first set. Hard serve there. Played at the net, and played at the net again, and hammered down into the court by Burkhardt for a kill. So this first set, Wildcats have come out guns blazing. And service across there. Tough dig out by Hiles. Gets it across. Played from the back row. Free ball. Kioski too much. And a kill again by number 14. Franklin Newell. Kioski going to play that one. Toy setting up Buhite. Little tip across there. Dug out in the back row, but it falls in. So point for the Hawks there, and service down 22-7 at this juncture in the first set. Dylan Toy sends it across. Misplayed in the back row. So point right there. And killed. By the Wildcats. So now up 23-8 in this first set. And service across to Kioski. Toy can't get to it. So that will be game point here in the first set. Wildcats kind of cruising so far in this one. Cantor serves to the back row. Feliciano. Here's Hiles. That one's blocked back. Toy. Kioski going to try and set up Hiles again. He just has to push it across. Played at the net and played at the net twice. Riverhawks somehow dig it out of the net. And that ball deflected off the net, so Armstrong keeping it alive, but Rosenberger's kill attempt will go long, and that'll do it here in the first set. Latrobe takes it 25-8. And that is not a score you're going to want to see if you are Armstrong head coach Greg Hedgeland. So we will take a quick commercial break here on HDSN and be right back for the second set in this one. My name is Josh Schreckengoss. Thanks so much for joining us on this TGIF Solutions Boys Volleyball Game Night. Insurance that's right for you now and in the future.
Our meat crew has our meat case standing tall every day. We cut fresh every single day. We have great quality. We have great prices. You don't want to miss out, so make sure you come down and check us out. And also, look for our Facebook page, #SaveOnMeat. We have a ton of great giveaways every week involving meat. You're not going to want to miss that either. We also have chef-prepared, Chef-Paul prepared sushi, everyday fresh, and Sushi Wednesdays, $5 sushi rolls, and you can win by liking and sharing on our Facebook page, Sushi Madness shirt. Thanks for all the support out there, everyone. We can't do what we do without you. Come and see us.
For your surprisingly great rates, contact your local State Farm agent today.
If you want the real deal, call State Farm agent Ryan Bowser in Ford City today.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
And welcome back to Armstrong Junior Senior High School here. Riverhawks down after the Wildcats cruise to a 25-8 victory in the first set. We'd like to thank one of our awesome sponsors here, Battery Warehouse Plus. Spring is here, and Battery Warehouse Plus is ready to power you and your family through any outdoor activity, work, or play. Whether you're in need of commercial, heavy-duty, industrial, or farm, Battery Warehouse Plus carries an extensive supply of power sources so that you can get the job done right. Battery Warehouse Plus also stocks motorcycle, ATV, UTV, and boat batteries so that you can enjoy all the outdoors has to offer. And first point here goes to the Riverhawks. And that was Jackson Claypool at the net getting the kill. Best of all, Battery Warehouse Plus will never sell you a new battery until they test your old one first. Check out Battery Warehouse Plus in Katanning at 13613 State Route 422 or in their Butler location at 469 West Cunningham Street. Battery Warehouse Plus, your one-stop battery shop. And I found that roster, and for some reason it printed out with a white block through half of it. Number 32 at the service line here, didn't get his name in the first set. That is Tyler Nelson. Sophomore middle blocker serves. Feliciano plays it across the net, and a kill once again by William Burkhardt. He's having a nice evening. So Nelson back to the service line for GL. Hiles in the back row, head to Dylan Toy. There's Buhite, and Nelson gets it in the back row, played out of the net, and just pushed across there by the Wildcats. And Rosenberger comes up short again. That one into the net. He's had a couple into that Wildcats middle block, and that's kind of caused some trouble for the Riverhawks this evening. So 3-1 now. Kioski back row ahead to Toy. Here's Buhite again, just trying to hang out of the net. And that point, let's see what we're going to say here. And that point actually goes to Greater Latrobe. Initial signal was Riverhawks point, but goes back to the Wildcats. Nelson continuing to serve here. Sends it across, hard serve. Feliciano back row. Toy setting up Buhite, little push. That tip shot dug out by the Wildcats. And a kill attempt there by number 6. Comes up short, and that is Brennan Ward. So point to the Hawks. 4-2 as Dylan Toy back to serve. Nelson back row. Wow. I'll tell you what, it's been Burkhardt and Newell. Burkhardt with that kill. Oh, excuse me, that was Newell. Newell is 14, Burkhardt is 12, but those two have been a strong offensive presence here for Greater Latrobe this evening. Cantor at the service line now, and that one sails long, so a service error gives a point to the Riverhawks, and Buhite will now serve. And Buhite sends it across. And that push was blocked right there. Hiles again trying to block it. Rosenberger got the first one. Riverhawks just played across. Latrobe scrambling. And a free ball there. Toy going to have a chance to set up Feliciano. His kill attempt dug out. At the net again. There's Rosenberger, and he gets the kill. And that pumped up the Riverhawks right there. That ball dug out too hard by the Wildcats. Up in the air. And Rosenberger timed that one perfectly and hammered down the kill. So Buhite will continue to serve. Nelson into the back row. And there's Burkhardt again. That quick set to Burkhardt. Tough for the Riverhawks to defend right now. And served by Newell. Good set there by Toy to dig that out of the net. And that's going to be 4 hits. So the Hawks staying closer, obviously, in this set. And sent across from Rosenberger there. And a little miscommunication by the Hawks. Feliciano can't get to it as Buhite and Rosenberger got those signals crossed a little bit right there. 7-5 now the score. At the service line will be Burkhardt, senior middle blocker. Sends it, just skimmed the net. Feliciano got a dig on it. Toy able to play it back. Kioski just sends it across. And a tough shot right at Buhite. I believe that was Cantor. No, excuse me, Enzo Rodai with that one. And that serve is long by Burkhardt. So a couple of service errors here by the Wildcats, helping out the Riverhawks. Keep this close in the second set. You don't want to drop down 2-0 here and have to fight back and win 3 straight. We've seen them do it this year. But that's not an enviable position, not one you want to be in. Quick set right there, blocked at the net. Sends it across, and that one's off the net. No, they call block. Thought it would have been 4 hits there. Toy trying to set up Feliciano. And a kill once again by Enzo Rodi. Boy, this Greater Latrobe team has some hitters. And they're a big team too. You can look down there on the court and see some size at those middle blocker and outside hitter positions. That serve just skims the net, and Feliciano gets it across, but called out of bounds on the other side of the antenna. So point goes to the Wildcats, and we will get a timeout here called by Armstrong head coach Greg Hedgeland. And while we have a moment, we'll just stick right here. And we'd like to thank Phoenix Physical Therapy, Katanning, and Rural Valley. Life is all about motion, so orthopedic injuries are just a part of life. Phoenix Physical Therapy, Rural Valley, and Katanning will help you recover, recharge, and rise to new heights after an injury by creating a program focused on you. Your life should be pain-free and filled with activities that you love, and with help from Phoenix, you can get there. Schedule 24/7 online at phoenixphysicaltherapy.com or call us today to make your appointment. And on the service line right now for Latrobe is number 10, Tyler Ryan, the setter. Wildcats up 10-6 here. Kioski, that one got into his chest. Able to play it. Feliciano sends it across. And powered into the block and down on the Armstrong side. That was from Brennan Ward, the junior. Opposite here for the Wildcats. Toy going to try and set up Feliciano, and he cannot get that tip across. Feliciano had a long way to run right there. And that serve to Kioski. Toy trying to bump set Feliciano, but Frescura digs it out in the back row, and Rodi with the kill. So if it's not Burkhart and Newell, looks like it's Rodi, in that rotation at outside hitter. We got him listed as a middle blocker, but he's getting a lot of kills from that outside hitter position. Toy sets up Feliciano, and that one will drop in. A good kill by Sean Feliciano, finally breaking that serve from Ryan. So Feliciano back to the service line here for Armstrong. He sends it into the net and short. Service error on the Riverhawks. So some substitutions here. And we got number 2's name now that he's back in the game. It's Josh Havrilla. So sorry we didn't have that name in the first set, Josh. Jump serve there. And Toy tried to play it quickly, a quick tip or push, whatever you want to call it, right there at the net instead of, passing to a hitter. And it just comes up short into the net. And jump serve by Havrilla to the back row. Feliciano ahead to Toy. Buhite, just a free ball across here. And a good dig in the back row by Feliciano. Dylan Toy plays it across. And that into the block. Good rally here, but Greater Latrobe cannot play it out of the net, so the point goes to the Riverhawks. Carter Kioski to the service line now for Armstrong. And dug out in the back row. Toy trying to set up Rosenberger. That's blocked. Toy gets an arm on it. Able to play it across. And that is going to be a kill right there for Latrobe. And who else? Franklin Newell. And Tyler Nelson back into the game to serve here for Greater Latrobe. Sent across, skims the net. Feliciano there. Toy setting up Buhite. That one dug out. Oh, and I'll tell you what. Newell sent it across right there. Kioski dove for the dig, and his dig attempt went right into the face of Camden Buhite. So, point there for the Wildcats. And that served too long by Nelson, so that gives Armstrong a much-needed point. And heading to the line will be Dylan Toy. So Toy here trying to get a run going for Armstrong. Nelson in the back row has to dig that one out. And that's Newell. He just sends it across, dug out by Kioski. Dylan Toy sets up Buhite into the block and down on the Latrobe side of the court. Point and a kill for Camden Buhite. And Toy sends his second serve across right at Nelson. And that was Burkhardt. And that quick set again working to perfection for Latrobe. Burkhardt gets a kill. And that quick set from Tyler Ryan, I'll tell you what, has been problematic for Armstrong to defend. We have Cantor in here to serve. Kioski, Toy, bump set. That's Rosenberger. He's blocked down. Hiles tries to play it across. He's blocked down. And Armstrong, just too much size there for Greater Latrobe. Couldn't get it over the net or get the offense set up. As I believe Burkhardt and Newell both had blocks on that sequence. Hiles sends it across, bump set. And we're going to get a net violation here by number 14, Franklin Newell. And a service error right back. So not what you want there if you're Armstrong. You get a violation to get that side out and then immediately serve one into the net. That's a tough mistake that, this young team will have to overcome going forward. Not just this year, but in the years to come. And that one blocked at the net by Burkhardt. And Armstrong unable to play it. So now down 10, 21-11 here in this second set. Latrobe controlling the play this evening. Served across by Newell. And that right at the net was Burkhardt. And it drops on the Riverhawks side of the court behind that front line. Newell jump serve, gets it across Kioski. Toy. Feliciano just sends it across. Nelson in the back row. And that's going to be a ball handling violation right there on Burkhardt. It's kind of up in the air, and his set just a little bit too low from Tyler Ryan. So that point goes to Armstrong. Now down 10. Rosenberger at the service line, and he's into the net. Oh, the service error is really haunting the Riverhawks this evening. It seems like every time Greater Latrobe makes a mistake, as they did there with that ball handling error, Riverhawks come right back with a service error, and that's definitely not helping out tonight. Toy going to try and set up the offense here, and that one right across, and a kill by Trevor Aldrich. He got some run in the JV game, and Aldrich in there for one rotation and able to get a kill. Getting coached up by Greg Hedgeland right there, and he was doing that during the JV match. Aldrich, a junior. And Feliciano gets the kill right there, so a little bit of offense here after that kill by Aldrich. Sean Feliciano comes and matches it with a kill, 23-14 here in set number 2. And Heil sends it across. Oh, man alive. What a hammer shot by Rodi. And it goes dugout and all the way back. Feliciano playing it off the block again, and ball drops out of bounds. So a little bit of a run here by the Riverhawks in this second set, and they need it. As Greater Latrobe only 2 points away from taking a commanding 2-0 lead. And trying to set up Rodi. And that ball to the back row, played by Buhite. Ahead to Toy. Here's Feliciano. Dug out by Frescura, and he can't get out of the way in time for a teammate to play it. So that one will drop in for another Riverhawks point. A little bit of a run here by Armstrong. Needed to continue, down 7. Heil serves, and that one's going to land out of bounds, and the service errors again. Really a thorn in the Riverhawks' side here. So Tyler Ryan to serve, and Jake Cantor said match point, but got to win 3. This is only number 2. This is game point of the second set. Claypool gets it across there, and a little miscommunication by the Wildcats leads to a point. And here's Feliciano back to the line. Senior outside hitter listed at 5'11", stepped on the line again, and they're not calling it. And at the net, and that will drop in. Number 17 is going to get that kill right at the net, and that was Michael Brackney. So now the Wildcats are up 2-0. They won the first one 25-8, and the second one 25-17. A more spirited effort by the Riverhawks in that second set, but still coming up a bit short. And before we head to the third set, we'd like to thank another one of our great sponsors here on High Top Sports Network, Shop and Save. The weather is warming up. Well, maybe not this week, but it is warming up. Trust me, it's going to be nice next week. And you know what that means. It's time to grill it. Stop into Franklin Village Shop and Save and Fuel Center and grab all your grilling essentials. Right now, boneless, skinless chicken breasts or thighs are buy one, get one free. Same goes for boneless, center-cut pork loin chops and 15-ounce packages of Ballpark Franks. Both buy one, get one free. A value pack of 75% lean ground beef is just $1.99 a pound. Don't forget to stock up on the drinks with 3 2-liter Pepsi products at just $5 and 8 packs of 20-ounce Gatorade bottles, 2 for just $11. Always save on gas with Fuel Perks. Come on into Franklin Village Shop and Save and Fuel Center today. And we will take a quick commercial break here before the beginning of this third set. My name is Josh Rettengost here on this evening's TGIF Solutions game night. Riverhawks down 2-0. Gonna need a spark here in the third set. We will be right back.
With over 40 years of experience, Steffi's Country Catering in Adrian provides sumptuous home-cooked food served by a friendly professional staff to make your next event worry-free. Ask about their grazing tables and 3-tier cheeseball cakes. Sugar Rush Cupcakes by Tara are available by order, and be sure to check out their Facebook page for weekly Sunday takeout specials. Mention High Top Sports Network when you book your next event to receive a special 10% discount.
For your surprisingly great rates, contact your local State Farm agent today.
If you want the real deal, call State Farm agent Ryan Bowser in Ford City today.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
And welcome back. They started that a little bit before the timeout, and this has been a heck of a rally on point number 1. I'm telling you, back and forth, and Wildcats can't play it out of the net. So first point of the third set goes to Armstrong. And Kioski will serve for the Riverhawks. Frescura in the back row, and that was misplayed at the net. So that's 2-0 now in favor of Armstrong, but once again, serve sails out of bounds. And Tyler Nelson back in here at the service line for the Wildcats. Kioski to Toy, setting up Rosenberger, but that one comes up short. Point to Greater Latrobe to tie it up at 2 apiece here early in this third set. GL up 2-0 in this match right now, and that serve skims the top of the net by Nelson. Toy's trying to set up Buhite, little tip play. Nelson ahead, and another tip play. Good dig by Carter Kioski. Rosenberger just plays it behind his head. And a kill right there by Franklin Newell. He has been strong this evening at that outside hitter position for these Wildcats. So that point puts GL ahead in this third set for the first time. Toy trying to set up Rosenberger. His kill attempt sails long. That's set a little bit behind Nathan Rosenberger. And I believe that one might have gone out the door into the hallway here. And it did. Nelson tracks it down, and he's back to the service line. Sent across Kioski. Toy. This is Buhite. That's a good kill right there. And that was probably one of the most crisp offensive-looking offensive plays this evening for Armstrong. 4-3 now. Dylan Toy will serve. That one skims across. Nelson digs it out. And look who's there. It's Burkhardt. Another kill for him. William Burkhardt, that senior middle blocker. He and Franklin Newell have been pretty much unstoppable this evening. I don't recall them being blocked up all that much. As into the game is Antonio Cantor to serve. Back set there by Toy. Free ball across by Buhite. And another kill by William Burkhardt. Boy, he gets off the ground and swings it hard. And that quick set from Ryan right there, again, executed to perfection by the Wildcats. And Cantor will serve again. GLL now up 6-3. Feliciano to Toy, setting up Hiles, blocked up. Feliciano was there. Toy back set, played across on a tip by Buhite. And Rosenberger had a shot at the net and just mistimed the jump, I think, a little bit. Got out of position and swung and hit it into the net short. So that point goes to the Wildcats. Antonio Cantor will continue to serve. Back row, Feliciano, Toy, back set. There's Buhite. And that one sails long on the near side here and out of bounds for another point. And a timeout called by Armstrong, trying to slow down these Wildcats right now. And we're going to stick around here while we have a chance. We'd like to thank Steffi's Country Catering. With over 40 years of experience, Steffi's Country Catering in Adrian provides sumptuous home-cooked food served by a friendly professional staff to make your next event worry-free. Ask about their grazing tables and 3-tier cheese ball cakes. Sugar Rush Cupcakes by Terra are available by order, and be sure to check out their Facebook page for weekly Sunday takeout specials. Mention High Top Sports Network to receive a special 10% discount when you book your next event. And on a personal note, I can vouch for that food from Steffi's Country Catering. They do a lot of work with my church, Union First Presbyterian in Cowansville. And back when we had events before COVID, we called on Steffi's multiple times. And let me tell you, that food is indeed sumptuous. So back to the action here. Cantor continues to serve for the Wildcats. And that one is going to be a service error on Cantor out of the timeout. So point goes to Armstrong. Camden Buhite at the line now to serve for the Riverhawks. Buhite sends it across. Oh, a little collision there by Nelson and Cantor in the back row. Feliciano going to get a kill attempt dug out by Nelson. Just played across by Burkhardt. And that one's going to fall. Oh, no, it doesn't. Burkhardt throws a left hand out there. And that's going to be off the net. No, they call it deflection. Thought it was 4 hits. And miscommunication by the Riverhawks. Buhite just sends it across. Cantor right at the net. And we've got a whistle. And the net violation, I think, going against Feliciano. Didn't see it. But the point goes to Latrobe. And Franklin Newell going to serve here for the Wildcats. That's tough whenever you have a good long rally like that and a violation ends it. Newell across to Kioski. Toy trying to set up Feliciano. He just uses a little tip to get it across. And Rodi into the net. Haven't seen many mistakes from these Wildcats outside hitters tonight, but Enzo Rodi with one into the net there in short. So Rosenberger, and here again the service error right following, a mistake by Greater Latrobe. You gotta get it inbounds on those serves or across the net, and that has been an area of concern tonight. So in to serve now, Dante Frescura, the libero. Just like saying that name. Claypool in the game now, played that one across. And that kill is called out of bounds. Very, very close on the line. But a point will go to the Riverhawks. So now 10-6. 10-6? I thought it was 7. Well, apparently not. Heil's going to serve here. And a quick tip, little push play there by Ryan. And that will be another point for the Wildcats. Tyler Ryan right there, the setter. Playing it quickly. We saw Toy try to do that earlier in the second set and was unable to get it across the net. Hiles blocked up at the net right there. Looked like Rodi and not sure the other number, Michael Brackney. And Ryan serves it into the net, so going to be 12-7. And Sean Feliciano will head to the service line. And he just lets it go. You're allowed to do that. Feliciano. Across, back row, Frescura. Set right there and blocked at the net. Nice block there by Jackson Claypool. That was on number 6. Let's see if I can find him. That's Brennan Ward. So 12-8 now. Ward gonna just get a lefty tip across there. Toy, chance to set it up. Here's Buhite. He's blocked back. And that will ultimately end in a point. So getting a little bit of revenge right there was Brennan Ward on that block, 13-8. The Wildcats are now up. A rotation here. Well, Jake's calling him Enzo Rodi. I was saying Rodi like the town in New Jersey, Lodi. And whoever he is, or however you pronounce his name, he just got an ace right there. I'll go with Rodi if that's what Jake says. He's very good on getting pronunciations from the other team. Something I can't always do when I'm solo. And that is going to be another ace by Rodi. And across by Rohde. Back row, Hiles can't play it all that cleanly. Kioski just tried to throw an arm at it. And it comes down out of bounds. Coach Hedgeland going to take another timeout. And while we have a timeout, let's take a commercial break. My name is Josh Reckengoss, High Top Sports Network. We'll be right back.
Tired of waiting around for your insurance company to get back to you after a claim? Avoid the trouble and place a face to the name of all your insurance needs. Shellhammer Atwood & Associates, a member of TGIF Solutions, provides a wide range of services and can promptly provide the service you expect when you need it most. The team at Shellhammer Atwood & Associates has expertise in all lines, including home, auto, life, business, and farm insurance. Stop in at Shellhammer Atwood & Associates, located at 331 Arthur Street in West Katanning, for a quote today.
And we are back here at Armstrong Junior Senior High School in gorgeous Manor Township, Pennsylvania. Right now, Riverhawks down 2-0 and facing an 8-point deficit here in the third. Buhite going to get a chance here into the block and through it, so a kill again for Camden Buhite. And whenever they've been able to get him set up, he has been pretty efficient. So Carter Kioski here at the line. Sends it across. Frescura in the back row. Oh, man alive. Franklin Newell putting the hammer down. He and Burkhardt have just been tremendous for GL as Burkhardt checks back in. 17-9. The Wildcats lead. And service across here. Hiles in the back row. Oh, wow. Rosenberger sends his kill attempt into the Wildcats bench. Not where you want him to come down. Brennan Ward at the service line for Latrobe. And Ward with this, oh, excuse me, that was not Brennan Ward. My fault. Thought I saw a 6. It was actually a 9. That was Ben Bizak. So service error for Bizak. 18-10, and Armstrong comes right back with a service error of their own. Dylan Toy very frustrated with himself. And that has been one of the storylines this evening, as Armstrong unable to capitalize on those mistakes by the Wildcats. So Cantor, Antonio Cantor sends it across. Kioski to Toy. Here's Buhite, and he's going to come up short. No, they call it deflection. Unbelievable. I've seen about 3 or 4 of those tonight where I thought that's got to be 4 hits. And they're calling contact at the net. Diving dig right there by Kioski. Feliciano sends it across. Back set, and that's going to be long by Burkhardt. So, point for the Riverhawks here, 19-11. They are trailing in this third set. Camden Buhite back to the line. Trevor Aldrich back in. We saw him get a kill earlier. Aldrich, the junior, back into the game. And Buhite sends it across. Not played well at the net, but somehow, after Rosenberger fired one across here, Anna, that will end it with Cantor getting the double touch ball handling violation, but I actually thought Latrobe might be able to play that one over after Rosenberger just put the smack on his kill attempt. Oh, and talk about putting the smack on a kill attempt. Franklin Newell once again. And I'll tell you what, he and Burkhardt can really get off the ground. And once they're up there, their right hands, you know, they have powerful, powerful attacking strokes. As Enzo Rohde checks back in. So Franklin Newell at the line. GL only needing 5 points for a straight sets victory here. Feliciano into the block. And that block too much for the Riverhawks to play out of. I believe that was Rohde and Ryan at the net getting those blocks on that kill attempt by Feliciano. Serve across by Newell. Toy back set, trying for Rosenberger. Good dig by Cantor, and setting up. Burkhardt somehow dug out by Kioski. Going across with the left is Rhodey. Got it into the block. It looked like, not sure if it was Aldrich was over there, but it got it into the block with the left hand, just flying across. And it comes down on the Armstrong side. So that serve will actually sail long by Newell. 22-13 now. And Rosenberger, who's had a tough day at the service line, coming back in. Sends it. Oh, kept it in. He's had a couple go long, and that is going to be a kill for Enzo Rhodey. Well, Jake called him Dante Frescura, not Frescura, as I've been calling him. I don't know the proper Italian pronunciation. I watch a lot of Sopranos, but I don't think that's viable for Italian pronunciations. And Feliciano with the left hand just tips it across. Going to reset here. And that one's going to sail long from Cantor. So 23-14 now. GL a couple of points away, and I think we're going to get some substitutions in here. Connor Berkey, his first action of the evening, as Josh Hiles heads to the service line. And Hiles sends it back row. There's Cantor. We're going to set up Berkey. That is into the block. Oh, and a ball handling violation right there by Ryan. A double touch. So point to the Hawks. Hiles continuing to serve here. Sends it across. Ooh. And a quick tip push shot over there by Ryan. Cantor sends it across. That's Hiles. Dylan Toy here setting up Feliciano. Got it into the block. Cantor threw a hand on it for sure. Dives. But the point will go to Armstrong here. And as we saw in that second set, they're obviously not laying down. You know, showing that resiliency. It's just a matter of getting down too big during the set. And Berkey into the block. They called it again, and Berkey went to play it. Ryan saying, hey, I'm the setter, man. Little miscommunication, that's all. But another point to Armstrong. Hiles. And the quick push right there by Ryan, and we are at match point. Yes, Jake, it is match point now. He's correcting himself from before. Kioski to Toy. Sends it across. That's going to be tough for Berkey. Gets it around somehow. Feliciano to the back row for Shura, and a net violation by Feliciano will end this one. And that will be it. So a tough loss here. It was one that Coach Hedgeland said that these Riverhawks would need for playoff positioning. They still have Hempfield and Penn Trafford on the schedule, and those are really, really good programs in the Class 3A classification. So that will do it here. Quick loss taken by the Riverhawks. Greater Latrobe just too strong on the offensive side of the ball. Riverhawks, too many mistakes, especially at the service line. And that was the undoing tonight here on this Shellhammer, Atwood, and Associates TGIF Solutions game night. We'd like to thank all of our wonderful sponsors. And one I did not get to thank tonight is Sprankle's Neighborhood Market. Sprankle's Neighborhood Market, located at 151 North McCain Street in downtown Katanning, features an unrivaled meat selection and delivers quality ingredients at the most competitive prices around. Be sure to sample the chef-made sushi, always prepared fresh daily, and be sure to stop in for Sushi Madness every Wednesday. Hand rolls for just $5. Pick up a homemade grab-and-go meal, take home a delicious custom hoagie, and remember to check out Sprankle's Facebook page, #SaveOnMeat. So all of our wonderful sponsors here tonight, Battery Warehouse Plus, Shop and Save, Steffi's Country Catering, Phoenix Physical Therapy, Katanning and Rural Valley, and of course, Sprankle's Neighborhood Market. We'd like to thank them as well as TGIF Solutions, the official social media sponsor of High Top Sports Network and this evening's official broadcast sponsor. Thanks to all of them, and thanks to all of you out there who joined me this evening, tuned in to watch some boys varsity volleyball. We always appreciate the support here on High Top Sports Network. And we will see you tomorrow afternoon. Armstrong taking on Highlands on the baseball diamond. And Riverhawks been fighting and clawing their way, and they have a chance to pull their season record to 500 tomorrow with a win over the Golden Rams. So be sure to check in tomorrow afternoon around 3:45. The game is actually moved from 3:45 to 4, but we'll be on around 3:45, and you can tune in and check out some varsity baseball action between the Riverhawks and the Highlands Golden Rams. So that will just about do it for me here, Josh Reckengast. I'm going to sign off and say thanks once again to everyone out there who joined me this evening and all of our sponsors and wonderful donors here on HTSN. I will see you next Monday. We've got a jam-packed day of games, and we're honestly trying to figure out what we're going to do here, prioritize it, and we're going to figure out which games we have, but there's a lot of baseball, softball, and volleyball on Monday evening. So please join us then for the whole High Top Sports Network crew. Have a great night.